Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzWeaver channel. And in our top stories today, a rather interesting one from Karine Jean-Pierre. But of course, as we see starting this Monday, quite a few articles on the fact that Biden vows to stay in the race despite the criticism. And even in some of these articles, they talk about the division among the Democrats. But as you know, the mainstream media is probably the most upset. And not because Joe Biden, or keep in mind here, everyone has to realize this. The establishment uniparty, the leftists, and the media, they aren't concerned that Joe Biden has cognitive decline. And we're about to see that from Karine Jean-Pierre here in just a second. They're upset that they have been exposed for covering for Joe Biden all this time. In other words, the world realizes that they have been lied to because they kept saying that Joe Biden was sharp as a tack. Remember that video? There was a 6-minute video of the media all in unison, all in coordination, echoing the same thing. Joe Biden is sharp as a tack. Now, I only played about 45 seconds of that video for you guys in a previous video because it's amazing how these people have this group think. But let's go ahead and take a listen to Karine Jean-Pierre.
We respect and protecting people's privacy, so do not want to share. I'm not going to share people's names from here. But the president, I can tell you, has seen a neurologist 3 times, as it's connected to a physical that he gets every year that we provide to all of them.
It's a very basic, direct question.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second.
8 times, or at least once, in regards to the president specifically.
Hold on a second.
Not what you should be able to answer by this point.
Wait, no. No, wait a minute. Ed, please. A little respect here, please. So, every year, around the president's physical examination, he sees a neurologist. That's 3 times, right? So I am telling you that he has seen a neurologist 3 times while he has been in this presidency. That's what I'm saying. I am telling you that he has seen them 3 times. That is what I'm sharing with you, right? So every time he has a physical, he has had to see a neurologist. So that is answering that question.
No, it's not.
No, it is. It is. You're asking me. I also said to you, Ed, I also said to you, for security reasons, we cannot share names. We cannot share names. We have to.
Others he would have met with.
We cannot.
You can share names in regards to if someone came here in regards to the president.
We cannot share names of specialists broadly, from a dermatologist to a neurologist. We cannot share names. There are security reasons. We have to protect. I understand that. I hear you.
Right there for anyone to see.
Ed, I hear you. I cannot from here confirm any of that because we have to keep their privacy.
It's amazing, but they don't have to keep Donald Trump's privacy. No, as a matter of fact, they have to dig up everything they can and make any and every kind of association to him as possible. Whether it's, individuals like Michael Cohen, Stormy Daniels, whether it's 𝐀𝐦𝐚𝐳𝐽, anything that can disrupt, undermine, and impair Donald Trump. Of course, we're probably going to see, and the reason I picked those words is because we're going to see the same thing if he wins in 2024. Trust me, the establishment uniparty isn't going to stop with the fact that they are trying now to prevent Donald Trump from becoming president. But once he is in office, you can rest assured they will be back to their game playing of trying to disrupt and undermine, hamper, hamstring, and just impact his administration as much as possible. It is going to be extraordinary. And now, it's interesting now because we're seeing the Democrats infighting. But the idea that suddenly Joe Biden needs all of this privacy, all this protection. Remember, these are the same groups of people that said that he could not be prosecuted because he has a bad memory. Remember, in the investigation that they were doing of the classified documents when he was vice president, not the president? Remember?
I think they would appreciate that too. We have to give them. We have to keep their privacy.
It is public information.
I hear you. Guys, hold on a second. There's no reason to go back and forth.
Now, see, this reminds me of Rush Limbaugh. You may remember years ago when Rush Limbaugh was struggling with his OxyContin addiction, and his detractors, of course, well, they hated Rush Limbaugh about as much as they hate Donald Trump. And they were trying to investigate him for doctor shopping, right, going from doctor to doctor to get OxyContin. And the ACLU actually had to step in and defend Rush Limbaugh. It was absolutely extraordinary because they wanted all this information. They wanted names. They wanted dates. They wanted this sort of information. It's absolutely incredible to see this all unfolding the way it does.
In this aggressive way.
Missed around here about how information's been shared with the press corps about him.
What do you missed about? What do you missed about?
Everything he just asked about.
And then every time I come back and I answer the question that you guys asked.
Incorrectly, you didn't have to come back and clean it up.
I never answered the question incorrectly. That is not true. I was asked about a medical exam. I was asked about a physical. That was in the line of question that I answered. And I said, no, he did not have a medical exam, and I still stand by that. Matter of fact, the president still stands by that. He had a verbal check-in. That is something that the president has a couple times a week. A couple times a week.
Now in regards to Dr. Kevin Kennard.
And I am telling you right now that I am not sharing, confirming names from here. It is the security reasons. I am not going to do that, Ed. It doesn't matter how hard you push me.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter how you approach Karine Jean-Pierre or the administration or Joe Biden himself. They are simply going to circle the wagons and protect this man at all cost. But ultimately for me is that the establishment uniparty needs to be dismantled. This country has been under their thumb since the early 1900s, and we can see the damage that it has caused. We see the activity that's being happening right now with the lawfare and everything against Donald Trump because it is a coordinated effort. Everyone should be able to see that no other person ever in the history of our country has ever challenged the establishment the way Donald Trump is doing. The way he's going about this, the persecution that you're seeing exemplifies the fact that we have an establishment media that doesn't want to be shut down. They don't want to relinquish control. The Democrats keep saying this absurd democracy this, democracy that. No, what they mean is multicultural authoritarianism democracy where they are in complete control. And why isn't Merrick Garland going to appear before the subpoena, a congressional subpoena? No one's supposed to be above the law, right? Well, unless they are the law. Because they're controlling the law. They've hijacked our systems. They've hijacked our institutions. They've hijacked our culture. And now they don't even want to share information that should be public record. Now, granted, we do have HIPAA laws here in the United States concerning individuals' health and their interactions with their medical doctors and these sorts of things. But it is pretty incredible, is it not? The level of defense, the wagon circling that they do for Joe Biden. But this infighting that's happening now among the Democrats is absolutely extraordinary to see. It certainly isn't helping their cause. It isn't creating unity. It isn't creating an environment for them to be able to convince people that Joe Biden would be able to run. Because if all this is coming into question, obviously these are the things that they try to keep from people, which is why everyone realized that they were being lied to because they needed Joe Biden to appear confident, or I should say government is confidence, and they needed Joe Biden to appear as though he were competent and capable. But as we can clearly see, this isn't happening. But unless, guys, this was certainly something I wanted to share with you to show you the distinctions that are going on. Many of you probably already know this because what we do here on the BuzWeaver channel is we take the difficult, we take the complicated, we take the tumult, we take the confusion, and we break it down into simple terms for everyone to understand. But I do want to thank all you guys across New Tech, as well as here on YouTube for your guys' continued support. Appearing there on the screen, that'll be the channel icon. You guys can click on that to subscribe, as well as to select notifications. That way you know when it's content here on the channel. And I'll see all you guys in the next video.